Alright. I think this is like the second attempt. Number one, make sure you clicked in the game. Click. Alright, congratulations on buying Elden Ring. Or getting Elden Ring. Good job, you. Alright. One of the system settings I'd recommend changing. I've dropped down vibration, but you don't have to. Oh, first of all, definitely recommend a controller. But I know a couple of cool kids that finished this game without a controller. But in my experiences, please, you deserve it. Get yourself a wide one. Anything will do. USB, hopefully. And it should rock the boat pretty well. Camera speed I've put up, but you don't have to worry about that. This is what I need everyone to change, or at least recommend. The heads-up display, right, the HUD, it shows you your health, your souls, all the important stuff. And by default, it's set to auto, which means occasionally when the game thinks, oh, you know, it's a very cinematic moment, you know, you're not in combat right now, I'll just take away the HUD. And then the game looks great, you know. The problem is, I've had situations where I only had like a sliver of health left, and then the game removes the HUD because I'm not in combat for a while, and then when I get back into combat, I die instantly because I haven't like healed or anything constructive in that time. So yeah, I've set this to on, so it's permanently going to be on. I definitely recommend the online to be on. It's a good experience. It reminds you that you're not the only one suffering through this. Suffering. Oh, that's it's just it's camaraderie. That's what it is. Camaraderie, totally. I think I've got about 666 hours, 66.4 hours. That's the last time I checked. A lot of that could have been idle though, because I'm sitting there in a safe space and I'm like doing research or trying to figure out on Wikipedia what the hell's going on. So that's an experience as well. I've met a couple of these guys. I think Old Man Mike is the guy I'm currently playing with. Well, that was my most recent playthrough then. Walter the Wizard is the first dude I won the game with. So, you know, he was pretty cool. But yeah, I think if we're being realistic, like Old Man Mike, I knew where I was going, and I beat the game. Well, it's 51 hours. Okay, sorry. I'm just gonna be quiet. Yeah, I don't want you to get scared. Okay, don't get scared. It's an experience. Okay, that's what it is. So we'll do a new game. I'm gonna skip all the cool stuff, but I highly recommend you check it out. Now on this little menu here, I've realized that people don't seem to really know what's going on. So if you just hit Y, oh, now again, keyboard kids, good luck. You hit Y, and then it tells you, okay, so you know there's going to be different levels to the characters, different stats. You don't know what any of these stats mean. That's fine. But you can also see the swords and the shields and the pokey things and everything else that they're going to give you when you spawn as these characters, or when you choose these characters. Now, I would highly recommend Wretch, but only because if you okay, I don't highly recommend Wretch. I take that out of the way. I'd recommend someone that has a sword and a shield. That's a really good starting point. At the same time, this guy's got enough faith to cast heals, so you can get sustainability from you just keep hitting yourself and whatnot. It's a very magical experience, you know. Healing, shooting wizard bolts at people. Now, shooting wizard bolts at people, perhaps that is what we should cover next. This, what was it? Oh Jesus, Walter the Wizard was my first character, and I played astrologer. So this dude, or lady, whatever it is, or a person, starts with a staff. So you can just start blasting magic as soon as you get in there. And I followed this YouTube tutorial on where to go to get like the best magic and stuff. And I ran off and I did that and I became this powerful wizard. And I came back to the starting area with all these spells and levels. And I just shreked a lot of people. I mean, there's a lot of enemies you can't cheese with magic. But I did cheese a lot of guys. And remember, it's not about how you beat the game. It's just about beating the game. So, you know, lie, cheat, steal, you know, feed, I don't even know. I was going to say something horrible like feed alligators to babies. Wait, that's fucked up. Yeah, okay, so that didn't work out in my brain. But the moral of the story is do whatever you have to do to win. Alright? Any strategy necessary. Alright? Don't worry if it's not one that makes you feel good inside. As long as you beat the game, you've beaten the game, and that is the achievement that we're trying to get to. Later on, hopefully it'll become more about the experience, but depends on how you play. Let's see. I don't even know. I mean, dual wielding is pretty cool, or power stancing, I believe it's called. That's when you have two swords at the same time. That is kind of cool, but you also can't. You don't have a lot of defenses then. So if something scary happens, it's always good to have that shield. Which is why I recommend the shield. Even the wizard, even the little wizard has a shield, so I think it's highly recommended everyone gets a shield. And therefore, the wretch looks like someone who's not going to have any sort of good things to start with. But if you've only got one move, which is bonk the dude on the head, you get really good at that pretty fast. And also, if you check those stats out, everything is really balanced. So you can find out what you want to invest in as you play. And you can never go wrong with 10 points into vigor or HP, you know. So choose as you might, but I'm gonna go for this kid just to see how. Oh, now I get to choose my body type. Am I an A or B? I'm gonna be an A this time. Ralph, Waldo, Pickle. Oh, Shizer. Pickle chips. Alright. And then, so this is your little character creation menu. So now you've got your little guy, and you can run around. And this is quite an important part. I think you should spend time making the character how you want them to be, you know, because you're going to be spending a large quantity of time in this world, interacting with the characters, you know, and so definitely you can change your origin, by the way. It won't change your class. Wait a minute, am I lying? It did change my class. Okay, I'm lying. Don't do that. That'll change your class. All right. But what to recommend here? You know. All right. Don't get this one. Don't get this one. That's not good for you. All right. That's not good for you. And this one, it's like a heal. You eat it once and then it's gone. So I wouldn't get that one either. I think that I don't even know. Next, that could be useful, but it's not important. That's definitely not important. I would only get this. Oh, no, it's the golden seed. It's definitely the golden seed, or it's the lands between rune. I'd take the golden seed. The more of these you have, the more you can heal, kind of. So it's like good. It's definitely worth getting as many of those as you can. Oh yes, this is where you go to change your default thing, but it's not the default thing. Alright, so you can your base template you can change to be one of the base templates of the character classes. So if you like really like the idea of this guy's hair or just his physique, you can keep on being an astrologer, but come over here. Oh, shit, I've changed everything. Golden seed, please. Then come over here and change it to be the. Oh, what the heck? Is it this dude? Yeah, it's this dude, but make it anyway. And then there you go. You'll spawn looking like this, but you'll have all the gear that you've got on the right there next to your character stats. Oh, press X to sample. You're gonna be hearing this a lot, so just find something you're comfortable with, okay? You can change all kinds. You can run around bright purple if you want. I don't know. You can totally get the full color spectrum. I say that I don't really know what I'm talking about, but the customization. If you want an orange person, you can have an orange person. But again, I vote for find something that you can relate to. So make someone that you think looks cool, because then you can imagine them in this world and you can experience what they experience. And you know, I think that's more engaging than having a bright orange character running around. And also make sure you get really sick beard. Because that's very important. Go full on like, well, it's something, alright? It's something. Anyway, you know, go through this, spend some time, change the sliders around. One of the things I want to say as well is when it comes to your sliders, do left bumper and right bumper again. Otherwise, if you hold left or right, you're going to be doing that for a long time. So the bumpers kick it up. I think it's by 10 each time. Yeah. So it even says it's changed by 10 on the bottom. So that's really Gucci. But then once you've got everything, I just got to change it. That's fine. All right. So once you've got everything you want, you can even get eye patches, yo. And go for like the double eye patch if you want to try and play in an even harder kind of experience. And we'll get like a bright pink. Yeah, it's perfect. Alright. I'd also recommend trying similar faces at the end. So it looks at what you've got and it says, alright, you know, what if we tweak the nose or something like that a little bit? And you can just see all the different tweaked kind of faces. So you can get something like similar, maybe you almost had something, but you're not too sure. Oh, that one looks kind of nice, cool. Or you just go with the default. And then you head back one more time from this menu. You can change your body and stuff like that if you want. And you can even save favorites. Like if you want to start a couple of characters, I've got a few unique individuals running around here. A lot of I mean, that guy looks like Elden. I like the combo. Bushy. Okay, I'm saving that as a preset. And then from this menu, I've got my little character, and I hit finish. Start again with characters. Okay, yeah. Come on, pickle chips. Let's do this. So Elden Ring is a challenge, and it gave me a lot of self-efficacy. Which is where you see the improvements, incremental improvements, very much like Cookie Clicker or some sort of incremental game, and I don't know. For me, that just does it for me. So I really enjoy it. There's lots of things to explore, lots of things to investigate. So over here you got a little message, right? So we can read the message. Now that wasn't written by a player, but it's designed to teach you where to go. So that is a player's message, because it says appraisals on the side over here. So you can see someone's made this and then put that down, and it's kind of like guidance, right? Sometimes they can be lies because it's quite literally done by other human beings. So. Or maybe even some AI and whatnot do so. It's like a way to interact with the world. So that's why it's one of the features you would get by playing online. Let me grab this free thing here. Yeah, it's someone's finger. That's very nice. Okay, cool. Now I've got a finger. Another thing as well is keep in mind that you've got these things called pockets, and what you do is you can see each one of those has a specific little buddy. Oh, I'm so glad my camera's on the way. Now, those buddies are on your controller. That's the little, I don't even know what that's called, directional pad. So if you just go over here and we hit switch, which for me it's Y, we can equip our little thingy, so write messages to other worlds. So I got my thingy in my equipment slot. And now if I hold Y when I'm in game, I can now access my thingy from there. So quite useful. Would I recommend the thingy being on down there? No, but I'm just showing you how it works. Bloodstains, ooh, very cool as well. You press Y on him to see what's going on, right? And it shows you how this individual died. The other guys you're seeing running around, like the ghosts or the specters, those are other players right now, running around through the same experience you're running around through. So there are other human beings running around this place, and there's a couple of dead bodies here, so let's check this out. I touched the bloodstain. I'm going to watch how this guy died. Alright, he died. He fell off the cliff. Alright, now I know that cliff's dangerous. Right? Oh, very similar looking herd. Like that. Yeah, he rolled off the cliff as well. Okay, so now I know this place to look. Here's another current player just checking out his options. Let's go read this message, see what it says. First off, good luck, and then you ready? Required ahead. Okay. I'm gonna say I like to interact with the messages. You don't have to, but you can either say this is a shit message or this is kind of a cool message. Now, luckily my things match up, but for a long time I actually pressed start each time thinking I was praising it, but no, I was disparaging people's messages. So for me it's going to be select, which is very PlayStation, and I do apologize. I don't know what the buttons are on Xbox, which is something because I use the Xbox controller. I'm going to praise that as well. So whenever someone praises the message, you can see how many people have appraised the message on the side there, and it also shows you like the good messages will have sometimes people lie in the messages, and you don't want to believe everything you read in the message, but at the same time it can give you very helpful tidbits of information. I should probably also mention that right analog stick down controls the lock on, which you might need to shoot your little magic thingies at the sky. This is kind of totally a spoiler. Okay, that red bar on the top left, that's my HP, and it's currently nothing. Then the blue bar is my magic. So I've only got a certain amount of magic to use to cast all my spells. Oh shit, okay. You can hold B to run. But yeah, don't worry. You're supposed to not know anything yet, okay? Don't you worry. You're not supposed to know what's going on yet. This is all part of the game. It's part of the experience, okay? I'm supposed to be skipping this. Alright. Oh, goodness. Alright. Flask of Crimson Tears. Wow. Flask of whatever that is, Tears. Wow. That's so useful. Now we've got them in our little equipment thing at the bottom there. So you can press down to cycle through what you got. And then you can press X to use your equipment. So the nice thing is the red ones heal you and the blue ones heal your mana. Or your FP. FP is focus points. Right? So your mana is called focus points. And the focus points can be increased by increasing your mind. So they've gone for some sort of like crazy mind thing. But okay, as just when you do get down here, definitely speak to this guy, and then do a very careful drop onto that little ledge down there, and experience what this has to offer you, because it'll teach you the controls, how to do combat, how to block, parrying, all kinds of cool stuff. And then there's a little boss. Now don't be afraid if that boss kicks your ass, alright? He's got a big ass sword, and you've got to remember to just make the time to get away from him first. And you don't have to get very far away from him. Keep in mind you can roll around him instead of having to roll away from him, and you can still dodge his attacks. And anyway, don't worry if you die there, that's normal, okay? I've got one last thing to show you guys, which is quite important. No, I got more things to show you, hold on. So there's different gangs online that you can join. Now the different gangs are quite important, so let's just cover that quickly. If you hit start, you've got all your important stuff over here. Oh, this is very important. You've got to learn how to bow, okay? So you hit start, and you can come over to the gestures on the right over here, which is next to your pouch, sorry. So you come down over here, and then you can hit A to enact that gesture. So what we want to do is we want to keep wave somewhere nice, because when we're playing with other people, or when we're helping other people, you don't have to, but if you do, it's nice to communicate, and so being nice and waving is always a good move. So here's a site of grace, so we definitely want to touch that. It's like the save spot. Now when we die, we will respawn here because we touched it, which is great. And also you can see that we've got no, oh my god, no little flasks. So what we want to do is we want to sit down, rest the side of grace, and that'll refill all our flasks. Ooh, and we've got a thing here. You see how it has this cute little thing next to it? That's to show you that there's something special going on down there. So as recommending that we add a charge to our flask. Use 1 golden seed to increase your number of flask uses. Yes, please. That is why we chose the golden seed. So now we've got 4 heals, and then we can go to allocate flask charges, and we can see here we've got, in total we've got 5, but I'm going to jiggle them around. You always want more heal than you do magic, because you're going to be rolling around and bumping your head on a lot of things like a small baby, right? And so having more heals allows you to bump your head a little bit more while you're learning, versus if you had more, if you were going crazy wizard build, you'd want a lot of magic. But you'll take a lot of damage while you're trying to cast and use your magic, and therefore, why not have a couple heals? And you can see if you can balance that out later on. But I'm a high advocate for more heals than mana. Alright. I want to show you the online thing, and I also want to show you how to do the checkpoints so you can help other people. So these little imp statues, which are 2 imps backpacking each other, which is it could be, maybe they're going for it, no one really knows. I don't think so. It's just a little bit weird. But those cost cute little swords, and the cute little swords I don't even have one, so I can't even show you in my inventory. There's something else. Alright, now those are more items, so we'll just chuck them in over here actually. So in the equipment menu, this is all the loot that your character currently has equipped. So it's kind of a really good thing to keep in touch with. But down here on the bottom, I'm going to open that up, and I'm going to add this one. Create a summon sign for cooperative multiplayer. So I'm going to put that in my equipment bar, right, which is down here. And don't forget your talismans, those are very important. Currently we don't have any, but yeah, make sure those are equipped. So now, if I press down, I've got access to my little tarnished furled finger, which is kind of gross. So we're just going to head upstairs, and I should be able to put this down. So what this does, if I use this, is it puts down one of those little signs that we're seeing on the ground, like the messages, but the messages are the white ones. The red ones are something bad. Don't get the red ones confused with the blood stains. They look kind of similar, but I'm not explaining it very well. You'll definitely know when it comes to it. So the main thing about this game is never give up. No matter how many times you get absolutely fucked up, like that little guy there, he will definitely fuck you up. Just, you don't have to fight him. You can just, run around, go explore something else. The whole world is basically your oyster. And when you get a couple levels and you feel a little bit stronger, come back and beat this guy up. I mean, he's not going anywhere. He quite literally just goes from there to the church and then back. So you got time. Here's a random strange guy, but he's not attacking me. He's giving me the option to talk to him, so that's quite nice. But he says things, and those things are important. Here's a site of grace, and some guys put a message right on top of. Very obnoxious. So let's touch the grace. Now touching it says you can respawn here, but it doesn't refill your flasks. So you have to sit down to refill the flasks. Alright. If you don't need to refill your flask though, you don't have to sit down. So I can now use my tarnished full finger. So what I can do is I can find a spot, activate that, and then what that's done is put down my summon sign. So other kids who are playing this game that are here in this particular part of the world can see my summon sign. They can then hit Y and they can summon pickle chips. And if they summon pickle chips, then pickle chips will get teleported to their world, and I can help them in their version of this area. So most of the time in this area, they'll be asking for help to try and kill that guy, because he's a little piece of shit, really. But I'm gonna cancel that. So I'll check my summon sign. I'm gonna hit cancel. Oh shoot! Oh yeah, that was cancelled. Okay, good. All right. And I'm just going to show you the other part of the multiplayer. So if we come down here, we've got, this is one of my favorite things about Elden Ring. We're going to examine this. This is we've got a small gold effigy, right? Now this is the multiplayer aspect. Summoning pool is now functional. Alright. So these little things, it's a little individual who's been sacrificed. It's basically gone across. It's Jesus, right? That's Jesus. He got all fucked up. They put him on a cross, and that is what they worship. And so, as you can see, like, those people aren't Jesus, but they've also been crucified. So, and also some of the sheep are a little bit strange in this game, so watch out for that. But now that we've activated this little thing, the summon sign, sorry I got distracted, we can come over here, and I highly recommend one of these two empty slots, chucking over your small golden effigy. Sends co-op sign to summoning pools, right? So if I put that on, and then instead of me having to push down on this and my friend coming to find it to summon me, I can instead use this instead, the small gold effigy. So I'm going to do that one, and then I can choose to send my summon sign to nearby places, which is like where I'm standing now, or both nearby and far. So any of these that I've activated in the game, people who also have activated them can see my summon sign if I'm advertising my summon sign, and then I can help them. So I'm going to say nearby only, which means only the ones I'm near people can ask for help with and summon me. Now that was probably a bad move, because if I am currently being summoned, which you can see over here, it'll also tell you on your screen, so don't worry. But I could be halfway through exploring something and then someone might summon me to help them, and it kind of pulls you out of the experience. That might not be a good move. But if you've killed a boss, there you go. See, sending summon sign to summoning pools. Sending co-op sign. Oh my god. Let me say the right words. My brain interprets this in a whole different way. Okay, I don't read it and understand it. It's all happening. But every single one of those pools, summoning signs, the co-op summon signs that you find, that you activate, you will then be activating when you are sending your summon sign to nearby and far. There is lots of friendly people to talk to in this game, and also if you talk to them you're getting more engaged in the environment, so I highly recommend putting that effort in. I'm running all the way here because I haven't structured this, and I want to show you that there's another summon thing, and oh gosh, it might not be worth it. Keep in mind, fire sticks hurt when they poke you, so. Oops. So this is one of the many dungeons in the game. And here's the side of grace. We definitely want that. So I'm going to Stormfoot Catacombs. I'm going to touch the side of grace so I can respawn here. And I haven't used any of my flasks, so I'm not going to sit down. But if you've explored this dungeon and you fought a boss and you grabbed some loot, and you don't mind helping other people who are struggling with this dungeon, you can then send your co-op summon sign to this dungeon or someplace nearby, and then people can summon you and you can help them. And when you help other people, you actually get souls. Sorry, not souls. I say souls because it's popularized by the Dark Souls franchise, but in this game they are runes. And over here in stats, it tells me that I'm level 6, I've got 0 runes held, I need 757 runes to level up to the next level. So how does one get runes? Well, you kill things. Like, see this little guy over here? We'll give him a taste of meh, and now he's dead. And now I've got 19 runes. And you just keep doing that until you have 757. Yep, 757, and then you level up. And I'm not going to tell you how to level up. Unfortunately, that is also another thing you're going to have to explore. I don't know what to tell you, what not to tell you. This game is badass. There is no way to not win. It's marketed as one of the most hard experiences out there, but the game is designed in a way where it's not unfair. Well, some of the bosses are ass, but it's not unfair. And if a place is too hard, just come back later, but you will become more powerful, With every guy you kill, you get more souls, and you can bank those souls for higher levels, and you use those levels to be more powerful. So, you will progress, and that self-efficacy is kind of what makes this game really cool for me. And that wasn't really, I think self-efficacy is your skills improving, without advanced gear or leveling up or anything like that. There should be another summon co-op sign, and I've run past it, I believe. Oh, okay, so these little statues, which you can see on my HUD, I've got my health, my focus points, my stamina, which depletes. That did not work, but depletes when you're in combat or when you're doing abilities. Oh my god! Okay, when you're in combat. But this lady is, I don't know her name. You might have to watch the lore videos to find out who that is. But she's very nice, and she revives you. So if I die in this area, you see I've got that lady's little picture at the bottom, and that's saying, hey, if you die in this area, you can respawn right here. So you don't have to worry about running all the way back here again. Let's just drop straight into the multiplayer. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna withdraw my summon sign, so now I won't be advertised to other people who may need help. I'm gonna do multiplayer, and then from this menu, I'm gonna hit Y and go to settings. Now, this is where it gets a little bit weird. If I wanted to just play with my friends in the multiplayer game, you could set a multiplayer password, so only people with the same password would see the same summon signs, and so you'd be able to find each other's summon signs a lot easier if there's just the two of you, or however many you have. Then the groups over here are different communities of people who play this game and have played the other games. Come together, congeal, like I don't know, like donuts that stick together in a donut bag. I don't know. I'm not with it with the analogies today. I do apologize. But you're gonna want to have groups installed in here. So you hit the button and you type in the group. Now there's a list of groups you can find online. So Shift Tab should open up the Steam overlay. Oh my God, there is a lot of stuff I was googling. Blood Boon, Blood Flame, Swarm of Flies, Elden Ring maps, Mog, The Omen, Cathedral of, oh my God, there's a lot. But what were we supposed to be doing again? We actually came here for a reason. Oh yeah, okay, so I've got so many tabs open. I don't think this game can, I don't think it's doing very well. Alright, good, I'm on Google. So we need to figure out Elden Ring groups. Boom. This is where it's at. This is not about the buff, but it is about the buff. That's why we're here. Okay, we're here for the buff. So let me just scroll down here until we find the actual list of names. Here we go. Now Seekers is, if you don't know about this guy's YouTube channel, he does lore videos, and I've watched every single lore video he did on Elden Ring, and I'd recommend it if you want to learn more about like what the heck's going on, because the game doesn't explain a lot of things to you, and that's why it's always good to know someone who knows the game. And if you do have questions, feel free to let me know, or just go on the Discord or just Google it, because you will find, as I said, like a lot of different things. The Elden Ring wiki is my favorite wiki so far, and apparently there's a guy called Esker, Priest of Blood, and you might have to fight him if you're not careful, so watch out. Tells you what he's resistant to and all the different things, and this is for nerds, don't worry about that. This is what's important. So Seekers is the top one. So over here I'm gonna write, and it's case sensitive, so you want to make sure you do it exactly as it says there. Stray DM. And the Elden Ring subreddit, would I recommend Reddit? After what it's done to me, no. But if you don't mind losing your soul and becoming part of a hive mind, it's a really cool place. It's been commercialized now a lot. I don't appreciate it as much. It's not as cool as it used to be. Anyway, Stray Damage will be the second group. Was it straight DM? Okay. Yeah. All right. I would do the rest of the groups, but what you'll do is you'll see now you're part of a group. Some of the messages that you'll find will be a little bit more circularly. I'm trying to find the right words to describe it. I'm not even too sure myself. Just gonna go for an adventure, see if I can find one of these things I'm talking about. Always touch the sign of grace before you get murdered. Oh, here's another summon sign. Cool. So now I can summon people here if I need help as well. But I need an item for that, which I don't currently have. So that is sad. But I want to show you something quickly. If we head over to this dude, he has something called a crafting thing. And then we'll be able to grab some little plants around here and craft craft the co-op summoning ability, which we can use to... I don't even know what it's called. But we can get backup. So other people who've offered their services to aid other players will also be available to summon. What the hell? Like, words aren't coming out right now. Hold on. If we buy that, we can then craft items, or we can just shred up what we're looking for, which is this: the Feral Calling Finger Remedy reveals co-op and hostile summon signs. So it costs 1,000 souls for each one of those. So I don't think we didn't have 1,000 souls. We currently only have 42. Oh, there you go. You see on the screen, someone in this group, second group, has defeated a shard bearer. So on the top left, I've got a little chicken leg that's going up. Now what that means is, and on my character I've got that beautiful little gold shimmer. What that means is any souls runes I gather now, I'll get slightly more. So whenever someone in the game kills a dude who has one of the Elden Ring components, which is very not well explained, you get, and everyone else in the group gets the buff. And you can be part of 5 groups at once, which means you're going to be getting buffs from active players who are playing the game and kicking the game's ass. You will get buffs from those. And then you can have more souls to spend more money and kill more birds. I think that's everything that I deem important. I haven't really discussed why it's good. It's good because it's one of my proudest achievements, which is a very lame thing to say, but this game and the feats it put me through, the highs, the lows, all that kind of stuff, the anger, you might get angry a little bit, especially when you do something called losing your souls. It's definitely not going to be an experience that you'll want to repeat, but it does happen sometimes. The game will punish you if you don't play methodically. So if you take risks and make mistakes and you die, that's because of the risks you took or the mistakes that you made. If you do the same thing every time and you're methodical and you take your time, you get it done right instead of doing it risky and jank, you will survive. I suppose one of the issues with the spellcasting class is that you only have a certain amount of mana, and so that will limit how methodical and approachable you can be. But right now I'm just holding left bumper to block, and I'm just blocking this guy's damage and stuff. I'm still taking some damage. You see my health still going down when I get hit, and my stamina takes a huge chunk because it's my stamina that's stopping his attack from hitting my body. It's hitting my shield. So I've made myself some space, and I'm going to cast a spell. And I'm going to back up, and I'm going to cast another spell, because now I can get him. I can shoot him before he can hit me. I block, make some more space, and then cast another spell. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to parry his attack with left bumper. So, left trigger, sorry. After I heal, because that's important. So make myself some space. Sometimes it's better to get him to start an attack, and then you can have more time to get away. So you start the attack, and then you just get the hell out of there. You can make more space. Also, there's no shame in just rolling everywhere. All right, there's no shame that whenever he's going to attack, you just roll and hope for the best. And most of the time, you should be okay. Shit. Alright, I want to show you how to parry. So, when he attacks me, oh god, my HP, I'm going to just back up, heal. Alright, I'm going to right bumper with this, god damn it, right trigger at the right time, and it should stun lock this kid. There you go. So that was me hitting his weapon before he could hit me with it. So I was being super cool. Only cool kids can parry, by the way. Parrying is very difficult. It took me years to learn that. Alright, I'm going to do it again. But this time, I'm going to hit right stick, right direction. So I swap out to my my knife. And I can either give him the good old chop, or I can do something cooler. If I get behind the guy, and I right bumper, I can do like a kill animation. But also, if I get him in... If I break his stance, his poise, which I'm going to do now by parrying his attack. Come on. Shit, okay. Listen, not all parrying's equal, okay? Fuck! Dude, are you serious? Okay, hold on. I might die here. Okay, cool. I'm going to right bumper him. Stab him, and the game will lag. And he'll be dead. So, why did I do that? I did that because I wanted to show you that there's more than one way to skin a cat. And that saying is horrible, so that's not what I want. But you can hold Y, and you can... oh, Jesus. There's so much to learn about this game. Good luck on your adventure, okay? Be brave. And always make the mental note. Do I have enough souls to level up, or do I have enough souls to go exploring? You don't want to have enough souls for a level and then not be able to... you don't want to have enough souls for a level and then die before you get to use that level. So that's just sad. I didn't block in time. You're going to see that a lot. There's different things that this game can offer with regards to play styles and whatnot. So if we go back into our equipment, we can see the different stats behind each weapon. So my little staff over here, it's telling me if it has a skill, it's telling me the weight of the staff, because on the right you can see I have something called equipment load, and the different levels of equipment load will slow down my character. I'm going to come over here to this third right hand slot, and I'm going to open that up, and I have absolutely nothing. So that's not going to change. I don't have any clothes. I don't have any talismans. Well, yeah. Oh my god. I sneezed. This game is cool. I like this game. Play the game. The rings around the thing indicates that it's from a group, and it's telling me touch group 1's bloodstain, or hopefully that's what that means. So some guy within the group that you're part of died, and now it's even sadder because it's someone that you know. I've just wasted a heal. I'm gonna applaud this message. Wait, yeah, applaud's good. If you put down a message, which you can easily do, if you have any advice, you just press start, go over to message, and from here you can input whatever message you want from the pre-done message things that you got. You hit finish, your guy will run down, put down a little message here for you, and then if any other player comes over, they check your message, they say, oh, that's kind of lame, they say disparage, or if they think it's good, they say okay, applaud, and you then get a buff for either of those responses. So if you're busy playing a game and this boss is kicking your ass, whatever, the next thing you know, you get a little boop, you've been buffed because someone appraised your message. You know, that's gonna hit hard, so that's pretty good. But don't be scared to roll around, and you don't have to be super far away from the guy to be able to kill him efficiently. You can get up close and personal, but that's all the different different styles of, you know, how you're gonna play. And yeah, there's some very naughty wolves in this cave that are gonna try and bite me. But dog murder isn't necessary. I think it actually is. There's one boss you can't get to without killing a dog. Probably 2 dogs. 2 bosses. But yeah, Elden Ring is cool. Oh, stealth. Okay, left bumper down. So left joystick down, left joystick down. This little guy here. The one that you use to move. You push him down, you crouch, right? Now if you get behind the guy, and it's going to be perfectly behind him, you go perfectly like that. Perfectly like that, right? And without touching anything else, you make sure you got a sword or a dagger in your right hand, or a spear, or something that's not a staff. The staff will not work. You have to have a poke. It has to have a pokey part, right? Then you right bumper the kid, and that'll do like a critical hit, which does a lot more damage. And this guy also died, and he has loot, so I'm gonna grab free stuff. I'm immediately gonna go into my equipment, run over to my bolts, and I see that now I've got 5 bolts. Hooray! I don't have anything to shoot the bolts with, but I have 5 bolts. I'm gonna blast this little pig. Remember, every single soul is one more step towards success. Man, I'm hungry. I'm gonna get something to eat. Alright. I might have to edit this big time. We'll see what happens. I don't think it's gonna be edited. Oh my god. These beautiful little sparkly bits indicate that there is a site of grace nearby. So if you see sparkly bits, head towards that. And watch out. Skeet skeet. GG, well played. Oh. Bye.